So if you didn't get a handout, it should be in front of you, or you didn't take one. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at this example, or a few examples today, of cool engineering designs and the way things are made. And the first examples I have are just packs of gum. And there's a lot that goes into it. And I'm going to ask you guys to give your opinion first. So we're going to look first at Trident layers. Okay, we're not going to chew it, so that's unfortunate.
I know. Oh, I think we get better. I think we understand it more.
Yeah. Tic Tac, yeah.
Can I have one?
I mean, what's the whole deal behind Tic Tac? That's more of a marketing thing. They hear the sound, they hear the
Have you seen
movement.
the true design of how Tic Tac should work?
Yeah, you open it and that's the opener thing.
And then it comes out the
That little hole in the top is a little Tic Tac.
It's actually how it's supposed to be opened.
Show again?
Hey, that's the way you get them.
It doesn't work.
Oh,
Tic
you do it upside down.
Tac in there and it serves one. Yeah, well, nobody eats one, so.
Exactly. I just
Yeah.
smash it.
Alright, so.
Paul. Permission to throw us at Paul.
I have a way
No.
to eat a cupcake after.
Hand it to me, I'll give it to him.
I got.
I have a way.
Deal.
I know, I don't want to throw stuff across the glass. Someone's going to hit it. Alright, so you guys need to look up here all day today. Okay, I'm going to just be demonstrating with this. And you can write down notes on your sheet. Okay, I do want to read what you guys have to write about this. I want to get your opinions on stuff. So at some point I might ask you just to read through it. Okay, I might ask you to read out loud. I might actually just collect them and read them. So please take notes. Okay?
Wait, take notes.
Yeah, that's why I gave you that sheet. Just to write down some cool facts. It doesn't have to be like an essay, guys. Write down things that you find interesting about it. That's all. It's for your own knowledge. I'm not like quizzing you or something. It's just something I think that is worthwhile doing. Agreed? You have a weird look on your face. Yeah, you had to look like it. So, let's start by looking at the package first. When you open the package, the first thing most people notice is that the bottom half drops out like this, right? Okay. Oh, yeah. All right. What we notice here is that there's a lot of perforations. There's different slots for this actual closure to actually fix. So has anyone actually chewed this gum before?
Yes.
All right. So,
I get paid to try to.
before I go into stuff, let me get your opinion of anything you find cool about this design that goes in here. And I could go around and show you and stuff, but I want to get your advice. Go ahead.
Well, if you finish the bottom section, you can rip it off and then there's
Oh.
Come on, what happens if you rip the bottom off?
Then you can close it on one.
Yeah, so what happens, again, and that's the first thing that most people, I just thought it was amazing. Do you not think this is a great design?
Yeah, I do.
Would you have thought of this, honestly? Who would have thought of this?
Yeah,
There's one smart guy that
We need another.
This is the first time this has ever been out where a pack has been reduced to a size like this. So this is a really good
Can we
design.
talk about one thing? Hot
Yeah.
Pockets. Can we talk about this? In Hot Pockets, when you're get halfway through, and then you rip it off, and it's more, you rip it off. Someone put thought into that.
Yeah.
You have to wait 20 minutes though. You have to wait
You
20
eat a Hot
minutes.
Pocket, you eat a little bit of it, and then when you're get down to a level,
You can tear around.
You tear around.
And it rips off
And
perfect.
it rips off perfectly.
It's true. Nobody noticed that?
Wait,
It's like
what's the difference between or anything?
a lot of these
You
things,
eat it with
guys,
your
they're
mouth.
made for
That's the point.
aesthetic
And it tears off.
pleasure in a sense, meaning like the person, not like that, but meaning that the person they can, really look at this and say oh wow, this is really, it makes me happy and makes it easy to do this. And it really is a psychological thing. Anyhow.
That's
So,
how you figured it out and
first-
you smiled this is so
Yeah, you're like, oh wow, I never knew you could do that. And everybody does it. You can't deny that. It's like, wow, I never do that. So, yes, so you rip off right here. So here's the axis which you're going to rip right here. Now, what you'll notice is when you rip it off, the package of the gum becomes much slimmer. And this is what the package is that's left. This is all torn off now. And the thing that I found to be really amazing is watch. When the package is full, okay, when the package is full, this clasp closes perfectly in here. Okay? And it holds shut, by the way. So there's some high friction coefficient on these two materials that's holding. It's not glue, but something is holding this shut. Now, the minute you take this off, watch what happens. Listen, come on. Look at the location.
friction of a gum pack.
But think about all the stuff that goes into it. I'm trying to make you think like an engineer.
What?
This part here, this little opening, look how far up it is off the bottom. You would say maybe that's like a centimeter or so. But when you do this now, because of the fact that this is going to curl more, it's lower. You see how much lower it is? Look at the curve where the line is. It's only about a half a centimeter off the bottom. This is about a centimeter off the bottom. Because this fits around here, but when it's in here, it has to go to a lower part because now this curls down. And you'll notice that this fits into here. But it still fits perfectly like this. And look, it almost stays shut. It attempts to. I'm not holding it. It kind of does. And once you put it in your pocket, it forms the form now, and it takes over this new form of a package. I mean, does anyone else find that to be kind of amazing to think about, right?
Yeah.
Okay? Alright.
Also,
The
look at seats
friction
in any
bottom
type of
backpack.
stadium and notice that you do that.
In what?
In a stadium. Or in a play. or
Give me
anything
more.
like
In
that.
a stadium. How does this affect the stadium?
That's how seats work. You just put the gum by people, and it's like layers.
Yes.
And then you fold the people up
It's
and you
2 levels.
That's quite the analogy, but I like it, Jeff.
And then you
Just thinking outside the box.
That's
Thinking
all.
outside the box for sure.
I had that idea
And I
and
was like, let's do it. And then they shut me down.
I've told you guys about the ideas I had. I tell you about these?
No.
In college, me and a few friends had some ideas that have become like money-making things. Can you open this? So we had the idea, and anybody seen this before? Who uses a PC instead of a Mac? I know people are Mac friendly, but does anyone here use a PC at home? Windows? One person, that's it?
My mom.
What about at school? You're used to using Windows here, right? Have you ever taken the window on the screen and dragged it completely to the right in the new Windows program? You know what happens or not?
The new Windows
Yeah.
In the new Windows program, when you take the screen and you drag Windows 7 and you slam it to the right, what does it do, Joey? Do you know?
Wait,
It takes up exactly half the screen. It half screens it. It's this new function. So try it sometime. I had this idea. No joke. So what it does, if
Wait,
you
isn't this the
slam...
Windows 8 commercial? I thought of this.
I don't know. I've seen that though, the commercials. If you take a window that's open, imagine the window's open like this, okay? You're in Windows, there's a window open, and you slam it to the right wall. It resizes it so the window is half the screen. And then you take another window, slam it to the other wall, and it becomes the other half the screen. And what you can do is work side by side and do work on 2 screens. And I do it a lot. I have the textbook that you guys use as a PDF open over here, and I have my notes over here, and I'm able to type at the same time and go through and see where the key points are. Okay? That was something that I thought about in college, me and a friend of mine. And another thing we talked about...
Wait, so you
but we never made anything about it. This was like when Windows XP was out. This was way long ago, like when I was a freshman.
3 years ago.
So, no. A lot more than that. So, the other thing we thought about, which is another thing, do you know what print screen is on a computer?
Yeah. Wait, what?
Print screen. There's a keyboard on your keyboard. It takes a snapshot of what's on your screen.
Yeah.
Now, there's a new tool on Windows 7 called Snibby Tool. And what it does is it allows you to highlight a rectangular portion of the screen anywhere, and it takes an image of it and makes an image out of it. So I could highlight, yeah. So I get it. So, but when in like 2000 or whatever, I'm not going to tell you the year, whatever. When I was in college, a freshman, Max didn't do that. No, Max didn't do that. So, what we talked about was developing a tool to only highlight part of the screen. So we pretty much would always use a print screen, copy it in, and then crop it, which is pretty much what you wanted to do. And then when the Windows 8 came out, or Windows 7 came out, that was one of the new things they had on there. So these are ideas, but I'm trying to get to you this. If you have an idea, don't think that you can't make something out of it. If you have something that you think it's weird, bring it up to somebody and tell them. Well, I mean, you don't have to tell me, but you can tell someone, you know.
When then you just get a
Yeah, you get a patent for it and you make some money.
Have you ever like on most computers there's like a screen on the screen that like when you take off you can't view the screen anymore,
Yeah.
and like you only need that protective screen to like actually see it. I saw this online.
It's a filter.
Yeah, it's like a filter. It's like a
It
little.
has to be in front of your screen to see what's on the computer, or
Yeah.
vice versa. It's a screen which prevents you from seeing from an angle. You've seen that on phones.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
this guy did. This guy
If
invented.
you angle it, it doesn't work. Yeah.
This guy invented kind of a private browsing thing where he took off the screen and he cut it and he put it over his glasses lenses, and so he brought it, and like so anybody else viewing it like on
Couldn't
an
see
airplane or something couldn't see it, but he had the glasses on and he could see whatever he wanted.
That's cool. That's
Yeah,
really
yeah,
cool.
there you go.
I like
So
it.
there's a protective screen that you can't see what's on it. Cut it and put it
He
on
made
his
it into
glasses.
glasses. So you pretty much made glasses out of something that can see the screen, but no one else can see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It probably has something to do with a filter. I don't know how it works. That's really cool.
So you watch.
Watch some Johnny on
I
the
was
plate.
like, I was in like one of those like focus
Focus
spot,
groups.
whatever.
Yeah. I'll tell you about when I was in eighth again.
They were talking about how the new Windows tablet came out, and they're saying how that's like the feature that makes people buy the Windows tablet.
Because it's like snap together and it looks like
and because like the thing about
iPad and stuff.
iPad is like multitasking, but like you can switch like that and it takes like 2 seconds. But
Yep.
on the tablet, you can actually have like 2 windows open that simultaneously.
Very cool. Yeah, I mean a lot of this stuff is really cool, these designs. Alright, so next one is ID Stride Gum. Has anyone had this before now?
No. It's pretty
Wait,
good,
you know
isn't
the?
it?
I'm
I
pretty
had
sure
all
Stride.
these gums.
Stride, you can actually chew the wrapper.
Yeah.
I heard. Like you don't.
Trident, you can chew the wrapper. The original Trident, you can chew the wrapper.
You know
Really?
you can burn. You can get like.
I don't know about new Trident, like
Red
I but the original.
Red
Yeah, I don't know. If, I'll test. I don't
So-
mind testing.
With red gum.
So who's had it? Show of hands, who's had this gum? You can see the package is weird. That's the first thing you notice. There's some art packaging.
Whoa.
It's actually designed by teenagers, all the artwork.
That's
So all the designs are, and they actually pay them. So it's like a scholarship program. Some art students send in their designs, and the winners get paid a certain number. I mean, it's really cool. I mean, it saves them money, and it gives the kids money for college. It's a really cool idea. Anyhow,
Oh yeah, I know.
Fernando, you see you've chewed this gum.
Yeah.
And nobody else besides Fernando. Alright, so you're on the spot.
Wait, did you hear
Hold on.
On red gum, if,
Like cinnamon-
if you lick the
cinnamon
wrapper and put it on like on someone's skin, you can burn them really badly.
For real?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
It starts getting really warm.
I'll try it
Oh, I
myself.
actually have. No, yeah.
Alright, Fernando, you're on the hot seat. What's the cool part about this gum package?
I mean, when you open it up,
Mm-hmm.
it opens up 2 sides. It's like the
Okay.
same. Yeah, that.
Alright, and when I close it, what happens?
It's like magnetic. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's magnetic.
Wait, what?
This is magnetic. Look,
Whoa. Wait,
I can sit here and try and open it. It's magnetic. There's a magnetic film on each side. It's like a cardboard
I didn't
with
know that.
magnetic, you can see the lines on it.
That's
Watch.
crazy.
Snap
So when
together.
you stick it on your fridge in the
Can I
morning
see
and
it?
when you need gum, you
Pass
just
it around. Again, no chewing gum. All the gum pieces will be back. Pass it around, open and close it. And we'll do this, please. Lightly though. I need this for the other class also. Do this. You'll feel the poles of the magnet pushing apart. You know, like, you can't be in between. It's got to be either like this, or it's got to be like this. The
Do you have
north
a
magnet.
negative magnet? A negative part of a magnet? We can show.
Just try it and pass it around.
Put a plastic piece.
Okay? It's clearly magnetic. So what they're doing is they're using some sort of a magnetic like filter or a magnetic layer on the cardboard that is very lightly magnetic. It's not really strong, but it holds it shut. Try and open it like this. Try and like imagine it would loosen open. It's not going to open.
That's
That's
actually
really cool.
When I actually first chewed that gum, I thought that was actually the only. Like when I actually tried it later, it's just like, wow, it's about time someone thought of this.
Like something cool with packaging.
No, like the ripping off part.
Oh yeah. Does that rip off? No, I don't think that rips off. But you don't want it to. How good does that smell, by the way? Smell that gum.
you rip it off too.
It smells
You can
amazing.
rip it off, and it's no point. But like I think
It's like a
that's
very
actually
mint.
really creative because I hate it when gum.
Yeah, I know. I got it. You know the store that Helen talked about getting the sour candy,
The
the
Chinese
spaghetti
deli.
O's or whatever they're called,
Yeah,
spaghettis.
it's in here.
Yeah, that was in there. And it was cheap. It was only $1.75.
Um,
Very cool, right?
but
Keep passing.
I feel like they spend a lot more money producing that than they do other gum.
You know, I don't know. I was thinking the same thing, and I wonder what it actually is. I wonder if there's a significant difference. I don't think so. The magnetic stuff is so cheap. It's not like they're really doing a lot to it. Thoughts? Experience with magnets at all? Right? I doubt it. I really doubt it. You know what somebody said, though? What's a thought you might want to keep in mind? And Miss Meyer said this. I didn't think about this. She's the biology teacher. What do you think she said?
She was like, this
Biology.
is so cool.
No.
It's bad for your teeth.
No, not your teeth, but could it be bad for the environment? What happens to the packaging afterward? Are we filling up a landfill with a bunch of magnets now? Is the magnetic field it puts off enough to actually do something there, right? That's a good thought. I doubt it. You know why? Because it goes through what... Shh, listen, it goes through... It's very weak, but it goes through what's called the life cycle analysis. I took a class in grad school, and it was called life cycle analysis, in grad school engineering. And what it was is we looked at a product from birth to death and beyond. So it was called like from birth to grave or from cradle to grave. That was the life cycle. So you looked at the production of it, the byproducts that it produced because of making it. Then you looked at it through the process. Then what happens afterward? How do you dispose of it? So that's the grave. So you look at what's called the footprint of this item from its birth to the end of its life. And I wonder what the footprint analysis is on that. And they have to do it. And it probably has to be published. So if you want to look it up, you probably can. You can look up the life cycle analysis, it's called, okay, of ID layer. Doesn't it smell good, right? It's such a good smelling gum. And it made me crave it before, but I don't chew gum out of school.
It's so good.
All right, let's go on to the next thing. This one I find amazing. Stash, I know you know a lot about what we're going to talk about next. So I'm going to ask you to only, just for this aspect, just hold off until I ask more questions on it. Because with computer coding, you have to know what I'm going to talk about next for this next thing. It's very basic, but it's not always obvious to most people.
Are you putting me on the spot? Are you calling me stupid?
No, not at all. But I know that he knows about this already. Okay? So, I'm going to write down what happens. I want you to just look at the board, please. Look at the board. So, I have an electric toothbrush at home. It's an Oral Broad. A lot of you use them. They're amazing. I recommend getting them. They're cheap. They keep your teeth super clean. Like so much better. Okay? The electric toothbrushes. But the good ones that are Braun, you get it like Costco, the package, and they have a bunch of the interchangeable heads. You share them. So, not the heads, you share the toothbrush. So, anyhow, here's the process. Ready? Look at the board, please. You press on. Okay? At 30 seconds, 1 beep. At 1 minute, 2 beeps.
Can we open the packaging and find out the magnet?
That's like I have.
I need it for the class.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe afterward we'll take it apart.
That's like the there's this thing, this face washer, and it has like a beep thing too. Like it pauses for a second, so you
Yeah.
know to switch to
Yep.
the cheek.
Okay, so we'll keep going. So ready?
And then it has
Keep going.
At
At 90 seconds, 1
Oh, the
beep.
wave. I have a wave going on.
You need to have
no,
a
no,
wave.
no.
Guys, you need to focus, guys. Come on.
Clean your face? Yeah, I have one of those too.
Guys, these are good comments. We need to focus. Up here. I'm looking at everybody right now that's not focused. Come on. Because somebody walks in and we start talking. At 2 minutes, so remember 90 seconds, a minute and a half. At 2 minutes, there are 4 long beeps. You should brush your teeth every day for 2 minutes, at least twice a day. That is really the requirement. And this is with a toothbrush that does 10 times the job than you do with a manual toothbrush. This is for real, guys. You want to keep nice teeth. It's like 50 or 60 bucks at Costco, and you get like 3 heads. Your whole family can use it. It's rechargeable. What's wrong? It's really a good product. It's a great product. Whatever. My family bought it. Anyway, let's use our vocabulary a little more properly. Jeff.
No, but that's actually the exact same one that I have, though. Literally.
Now,
That's sweet, dude.
I know. Bring it in, baby.
listen. Come on, guys. Focus. We're going to run out of time. The last part is the coolest. Now, it's not done. This is not even close to what the cool part about this product is. Okay? First of all, what's going on inside of the toothbrush that's causing it to beep? What's happening physically that says after 30 seconds I'm going to beep?
That's your timer.
Jeff, thank you for raising your hand. There's a timer. What does the timer do, Jeff? It says what? What's the statement?
What time is it?
Yeah, so make an if statement. Remember if statements from geometry? If this, then this. Make an if statement, Jeff.
If it is 30 seconds, then there's 1 beep.
Good. That's exactly right. There's your conditional statement. If 30 seconds goes by, beep once. Good? If 60 seconds go by, beep twice. So forth and so on. Now, here is the cool part. I'm brushing my teeth the other day. Okay, it was at night. It was whatever. My phone rings. And I had to take the phone call. It was somebody I was waiting for a phone call from. My younger brother. He's at college. So I'm waiting for a phone call from him. And it rings. So I quickly shut it off. I spit out toothpaste. I wash my mouth. And I pick up the phone real quick. I'm like, hey, Joe, what's up? He's like, nothing. And he told me some stuff he had to tell me. About a minute it took. But he had to tell me something important. I hang up. I go back to brushing my teeth. What does the toothbrush do?
Starts off so that it has.
It picks up where it started, where it left off.
Oh no!
Now, listen. If I were, in the morning, brushing my teeth, and say I lived with my brother still, and I was a younger guy, and my brother wanted to use a toothbrush, he wouldn't want it to pick up from there, right? What would he want it to do? Start from finish, or start over. So what the toothbrush has is a timer within a timer that says, if, say, 2 minutes go by of non-usage, start over. But if somebody just walks away for a minute or two, continue where it left off. Okay? Continue where it left off. But it's really interesting to think about what goes into it, isn't it? It really is. Okay? Last thing. Oops. So, this is what's called an eye reader. And Stash, I'm sure, or a few of you guys might have seen this, or ladies. Let's see if I can actually click on it.
Wouldn't they have to write a code for
Don't they have
the way
Why isn't it loading as text? That's so annoying.
wouldn't they have to write a code for the way the bristles or
Or when it
whatever.
gets too close to the skin.
The way what, Jeff?
The bristles remove on the toothbrush.
Yeah, a lot of that. That's the vibrations, the rotation and stuff, for sure.
Do you feel?
The timers,
Listen.
they measure the number of seconds since January 1st, 1601.
No way.
So, yeah.
Is that the reference point they use as their zero value?
Wait, what happened?
So everything, guys, if we measure from the ground up, this is 4 feet up, right? This is 6 feet. And below ground is negative. So you need some zero value. So what he's saying is they always measure time from what date?
From January 1st, 1601.
Because?
That's crazy.
No significance?
I don't know.
There's got to be something.
Yeah, because that's a really random.
Yeah, it's just like.
Maybe all the stars were
So in
aligned.
20 years when it runs out of data, like all like the old apps are gonna crash. That like if you can't update it, it's just gonna break.
Interesting.
Oh.
Well, obviously we update it because we have more data, so it won't be a problem. But
I mean like
That was like
electronics that you
2K?
can't update, like
Why 2K?
toothbrush or like some other stuff, but like computers they can update themselves, but not like toothbrushes.
interesting, very interesting.
Got an invention here for you.
All right, let's hear it.
So like an electric razor,
Okay, that does.
that gives like a beep,
It gives a beep. I'm listening.
or if like there's like if it needs to be like cleaned or something like that, or if it gets too close to the skin or something.
The clean one already exists. My brother has it. Yeah, so I'll just give you a heads up. He's got a brawn, and I never heard too close to the skin. That's kind of cool. But I mean, you probably feel the pain. It's not. You know where you're thinking of? When you back up in a car, right? And you have the camera. That's exactly the same idea. You can pull that. That one's cool. I like that.
Sphere and create
Mr.
light.
It's called a light bulb. That's very cool.
Damn it!
No, but the first one does exist. My brother has it in his razor. After a certain time, it tells you to put it in the dock, and the dock cleans it. Okay? But the second one is cool. I never heard of that. It's a good idea. Too close to the skin, you might get razor burn.
Have you seen Google Glasses?
Yes.
Yeah.
Google Glass, the Project Glass is amazing. Has anyone seen Project Glass?
No, but
Go, I'll put it on news. Or you know what, you want to watch it real quick?
Wait, here's the
Let's watch
flaw.
it.
Here's the
I'll get back to the iReader.
Here's the flaw. You go.
So our video, guys, for videos at home, people that are viewing, our video is going to end. Oh no, actually we can open a web browser, I think. I think I can do it.
No. Here's the problem with Google Glasses is that like you speak like open web browser, Google, YouTube.com.
It's like Google
If
TV
you were like on the subway and there was someone with these Google Glasses, you could just run up to them and be like, open, pornography or something like that. Like yelling to their
Wow,
like,
I get what
yelling
you're
to their
saying.
glasses.
You know, it probably has a training system for voice recognition. I guarantee you, it's got to have a voice recognition.
Yeah.
wait, what is it?
All right, so
Google Glasses competition.
I
Right, it's like you like submit something like
I like.
and if you win, you have to pay him $1,600 for a photo.
I like Kelly Rowland too.
it's not even mine. I'm not signed in.
I don't like that.
Oh, the parody. Oh my god.
Such a cool video. By the way, if you want to see the full video, use the second one, please. But I'm not going through that. It's 11 minutes. We're going to look at the demo. The first one's really cool. You're pulling it up right now, Project
Are we
Glass?
at a dojo or what?
All right, let's listen.
Wait, look at it.
Hear the sound on the smartboard.
Hold on, I'm going to pause it.
It's a good thing they look.
Hold on.
This is like straight up Iron Man.
They're barely even noticeable.
Yeah, barely.
Oh my god.
Wait, what is the order about these like?
It's not gonna, I got the smartboard on. Don't worry.
Looking at
Oh, there's no light though.
This is cool. We're still recording in the program. This is what he's seeing. He's seeing this. It's so cool. It's reading his eyes, where his eyes are looking on the screen too. So the next thing we're gonna do comes off this. Cool, huh?
Oh no way!
Just wait. It's giving him directions as he's walking.
but this is like working perfectly. This is like
Google's like that though. Google will do that. You have to pay for the service.
There's gotta be
We'll talk after. Let's talk after. These are good comments.
Where's the music section?
No way!
This is if stores are able to upload their schematics and stuff, which could happen.
Yes, this is it.
Yeah, that's why he has Google Glasses.
Dude, is this gonna be if everyone starts walking around with these things look like this?
Sure. Hey,
This hasn't been made yet, right?
It's in the process. I think it's coming out soon. They already came out with the live demo.
Wait, did you just take a picture? Yeah.
Yeah.
And just share it to Google.
He took a picture and shared it on his Google Circles.
Upload to Facebook.
Stop.
They're not going to do that on Google.
He was listening to music the entire time.
Hi, what's up?
Hey,
What?
you want to say something cool?
Yeah, sure.
So cool. So funny. Now he's sharing his video with her.
Okay, here goes.
She sees what he sees.
That's so cool.
Is that not cool or what?
That is insane.
It's romantic. He's serenading.
Whoever bought that is absolutely genius.
Alright, now let's look at... So, before we talk, because these are good comments, the iReader that you're going to see now is the software that is used in this also, because they have to read where you're looking on the little screen. So it reads your retina. So what we're going to do here is take a look at this video if I can pull it up. I got to type it though,
It's
unfortunately.
literally just like the laziness of America coming to its final epitome.
It kind of is linked. Next step, the Wally wheelchairs.
No, that's
The Wall-E
no, they
wheelchairs.
what is it that they invented? They invented something that was literally the
Wheelchair?
exact. No, not a wheelchair, but like it was like a little chair that like had a TV in it, and then someone just put like a side by side.
Have you seen Tim and Eric Griffin? the couch they sit in?
No.
The best movie experience. And you like inject like 2 things in your vein, and there's like an air thing, and then like you obviously wouldn't understand.
Oh yeah, I guess I don't understand. Are you referring to heroin or?
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
What?
Could you just look up iReader on YouTube?
Yeah, but I didn't know what the actual one was or not, so I wasn't sure there. Alright, ready?
It's so good that it hurts.
So wait, I was saying that that's definitely like the perfect version. Everything's Siri.
Yes,
all
of
these
course.
things, they don't work.
There's always issues with stuff, yeah.
It's not even
So-
issues. It's like it wouldn't work.
Alright, let's watch. So, this computer is able to read your eyes where you're looking on the screen, and you can control the screen by looking. So you can scroll up and scroll down. But what it does to start, it's going to calibrate it. So remember how I calibrate the smartboard when I used to use a smartboard? I press all the dots? It's going to do that to start, if it ever does start.
Is this Google too?
No, this is just the laptop software. I think it's
No,
Lenovo. Here we go. Here we go.
It's Toby with 2
Watch.
eyes. Or is that the name?
She looks at it. She looks at that one now. So every time she looks at it, it's signaling that it recognizes her eyes. And watch, you can see her face move as she's doing it. I'm going to turn the volume up. You hear it? You hear the pinging? That's the calibration.
Yeah, you did. Why'd you ask him back?
Because I thought it was 10:03.
He just
I
got.
was there. LASIK. I touched LASIK. I had 20 over 600.
A broken beer bottle on the floor of my kitchen, so I stepped on it. So.
Not good.
Yeah. We'll trip to the hospital.
That's a really good excuse.
Thanks, dude. Kind of bleeding.
Oh, you
All right.
want to do what?
You like blink twice, right? To click on something.
They'll explain the whole thing.
This is like the smart TV thing.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know.
He's kind of crazy, yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, what are those 2 dots staring at me?
So she's playing a video game right now. And she's seeing, every time she looks at one of these, the laser shoots from Earth. It's Asteroid. You ever see the game, the old school game Asteroid? And you used to have to like point. She's literally looking. Where she's looking is where it sees.
Wait, she missed one.
Yeah, she missed one, yeah. But where she's looking is where she's trying to explode.
Yeah, but can
It's
you
all their
scan
eyes.
overall, or do you have to like specifically look?
I just don't see this for games. I'm sorry.
What if you show someone your computer and you have 2 sets of
Yeah,
eyes?
this is not a good thing for games probably. That's what he's saying. And that's a good comment to make. It didn't work too well, or at least at that level. Maybe it'll get better.
I was
Well,
gonna say.
people do it for games already.
Imagine just
So-
Did you speak this?
shoot.
Okay.
Watch next.
Go.
Watch.
Oh, sniper.
Oh,
So now,
She's pressing the buttons.
she's not though. Watch, her finger is not moving. She's not pressing the buttons, trust me. It has to do with like if she focuses on a location, it zooms in slowly.
Squint at it?
So like, if her eyes don't move its position and the reader sees the eyes stable for a certain amount of time, it'll start to focus on that image. If you look at the image longer, it'll grow. It played the Beatles when she stared at it. She's looking at the bottom. That's what she's looking at right now. She's looking at all these little things and it's sliding to the right. When she looks at the arrow, it slides to the right. And this sensor is reading her. She scrolls down and up by just looking down. When she looks at the bottom, it scrolls automatically.
Is this the same technology as the smart TV?
No, smart TV is not like interactive with your eyes. Connects has it and stuff. Xbox.
No, I remember when I first Samsung smart TV, like
they do it too now?
You sit down, like the TV's completely off, and you go like this, and it turns on.
Oh yeah, actually I've seen
it's probably just a motion sensor, but maybe, yeah, it might be a light sensor. I don't think it's your eyes though. This is retina scanning. It's
no, I know it's not your eyes. I'm saying with your hand, but it's like the same.
Same idea. I don't think that it's necessarily something that you're going to use every day, but to think about the fact that we can get there is the cool part, I think, personally. You know, the fact that we could do this. Like, what if this was something like we needed for outer space, where you had unmanned carriers that could read the location of something that makes it easier? It's just it's interesting, yeah. What if somebody, like, in a war comes back and his arm's blown off by grenades? And now he has a computer that can work for him. Like, there's always an application of something. It's just discovering and inventing that's the cool part.
Isn't there some scientist that has a wheelchair?
I'm going to pause it, all right?
Stephen Hawking?
How?
Say again?
There's some scientist that has a wheelchair.
Stephen Hawking
has a computer.
And he talks about looking at the
Stephen Hawking, yeah.
You can't talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, class is about over. So, again, guys, the ideas today were this. A lot of design goes into stuff. Why do you think, who knows, and answer this question seriously. Why do you think you pay $300 for Bose headphones? Honest answer. Hands. No.
They have the name Bose on them.
No.
The patent.
No. Somewhat right.
Shipping and handling. The electrical components, like the.
Not really. Part of it, but it's not worth $200. Not nearly. The parts that go into that might be worth $15. But why? There's another reason, guys. You're paying $300. No, it's not the name. I mean, eventually, yeah, you pay for it because of the name. But why is the real reason it costs so much?
The iPhone's like, it takes $5 to make.
What cost so much that went into it?
The patent.
But the research and design. So eventually the patent, but the patent itself doesn't cost a lot. Guys, the R&D, the research and design costs so much money. There's a show I watch on TV called Parenthood. Has anyone heard of Parenthood before?
Yeah.
And part of the show, in one of the seasons, the dad was a shoemaker. Not shoemaker, but he ran a shoe design company. And every time they want to make a new design and test it, it costs them millions of dollars to make and design and test one shoe. One sneaker. Think about that. What goes into it. Bose put so much money into their research and design to make such good headphones. That's what you're paying for. So as a product, you invest a lot of money. And then it's this payback period. How many sales will it take to make back the money we invested? And then after that, it's profit. That's what they want. Okay? One more sec, Jack. I'll let you go home. Maybe it's still 7 minutes. Relax. Don't pack up, guys. Just sit and relax. So, the thing I think about is, you know those headphones Beats? B-E-A-T-S? Those are one of the worst quality headphones that exist right now. Okay? You know what you're paying for there? The name and the design, the aesthetics. They look cool. There's 8 colors. They're sleek. They're new. They're innovative. The headphone disconnects. There are ones that are coming out that are wireless now. Bose, they look clunky. They don't look as nice. They look like, but to me, I'll take the Bose any day of the week. That's what I have at home. They work amazing. They're noise canceling, and some of them are actually just noise reduction. The noise reductions are like 200. The noise canceling are 300. I have the noise reduction. They're great. They work really well on long trips. Jack, then Gary.
This is what you were saying about like one shoe, about making one shoe or whatever before. When Nike was first created, they made the left shoe in Vietnam and the right shoe in like Japan.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
It probably cost them so much money to design those.
I don't know. And also, the guys like for Nike and Puma, like the inventors were brothers.
No, Adidas.
Oh, Adidas and Puma, and they were Nazis. And they originated by supplying.
They were German.
They were German. No, they were Nazis. No, they were Nazis. They were Nazis. That's
Like supporters or actual like?
No, like actual like they were like Nazis. They made their things for the Nazi things, and they were Nazis, and they made them.
Hey, does anybody? Well, Jack, you'd be able to answer this. Where else do you see applications of this, of design, of a product that goes? What is it?
Cars.
Yeah, I mean, think about cars. Why do you think cars like Lamborghinis and Ferraris, besides the fact that their motors are so amazing, but how much design and research goes into cars? It's incredible. It's unbelievable how much testing goes into them. They need to test everything, right?
It took 10 years to build the Lexus LFA.
I mean, think about that, guys. That's why you're paying that kind of money. 10 years to build it. What do you think it costs to hire those people? To pay the salaries alone. Now there's a big buyback period. Garrett.
I sort of know, but not really. When you listen to music loud on beats, and you're in the subway, like the over-ear ones.
Yeah.
You can hear it around.
Everybody can hear
Yeah,
it. But
I'm
when
telling you,
listen
it's
to them
not
on,
good
like,
technology.
their headphones,
They didn't put a lot of research into it.
what?
Because what they really want are noise-canceling walls that cancel coming out and sound coming in. Where those are just canceling the sound from the outside coming in, but they're blaring to everyone
No,
else.
not even, you can hear
Yeah,
it
it's terrible. I really think they're bad headphones. And unfortunately, my cousin bought them and I tried them on. I was like, his name is Angelo. I'm like, Angelo, these things are terrible. It just sounds like static. It's like really overpowering. And the bass is really high. It's not good. It's like if you're like in like an area where it's really loud, you need to sound everything out and just get in a zone. That might work and all, don't get me wrong, but it's too blaring.
Yeah.
Hold on, one at a time.
Well, of course, the beats break too. So
Yeah, I heard the plastic is really crappy.
but I have headphones when you like take them off, they pause.
Nice.
Stop playing.
So there's a sensor inside that senses the light. When they're over your ears, there's no light, so the light sensor says it's off. The minute you take it out, there's a good chance that the light enters and it just easily does it.
Yeah, you can just
That's
slide,
really cool.
You can slide and change the song, you can slide up and change
Very cool. So volume and song. Nice. I have these new headphones that they're wireless and they're also Bluetooth and they sync to your phone. So they're headphones, they go in your ear and you can run with them. But they're in your ears, both the normal headphones, but they're wireless headphones. Like imagine your iPhone headphones, but they're on a wire that just hangs like this. So if you take them off, you can hang them around your neck and they look like dog tags.
Oh, that's awesome.
They look just like dog tags, like military.
That's
And you
cool.
pop them back in. It was from like either Sharper Image or Brookstone. Look on either one, I forget which one. And you pop them in, and they have controls on the side. If you get a phone call, you hit answer, and they talk, and it's amazing.
Oh, and I bet they don't get
Bluetooth
tangled
network.
either.
They never get tangled.
Oh.
I'll bring them in, I'll show you guys. I'm going to add Project Glass and those headphones to this lesson because of what we're saying. These are really good ideas.
There are these new types of headphones they call it or something like that, where they made it because in spite of like how beats like everyone complains that they break and everything, you can throw these headphones like 12 feet and they won't break or they won't scratch at all.
Yeah.
You can twist them completely like 360
That's
and you can't break those.
Yeah,
You can
50
literally
cents. You're like this.
turn
Spin them
around.
completely around.
Yeah, it's made of like titanium, but it's also only like $150.
How do they afford that? Wow.
You can use, like the Bluetooth's like $50 to buy. So you put like the little.
So you have to put a little card in or something, some sort of adapter?
It's like, but I think those are also like really good quality headphones. I was trying them out.
Where have you seen that before? There's another now. Guys, you know how in English when you guys learn about like plays, you learn about how a lot of songs that you hear today are remakes of old songs, and movies that you see today are really analogous to old plays. You know how many times Shakespeare has been recreated in different aspects, and really called Shakespeare, or different old stories like Oedipus that have been recreated in movies, but they're completely different, so you don't realize that the storyline is really following, or like say King Henry VIII. There's a lot of movies that are out that follow all the different kings. Now, the same thing goes from what you were just saying. The exact same thing. They take old products and they reinvent them. So what you were just saying, the last part you said there, repeat it.
Because everyone's like, all these like people buy beats because of the name, and then they all break, and these people say that okay, well we'll make headphones that are
that are durable, right?
$50 less than beats, and they're also very durable.
So think back, and then this is going to be before you guys probably even had cell phones, but when I was in like 9th grade, I didn't get a cell phone until I was in college, for sure. But when I was in like 9th grade, you had like the Motorola brick. The joke was called, it was the brick. meaning it was huge. The phones were big. But a lot of phones were really, really like not well made. They weren't durable. Phones were breaking, you drop it, it would crack, the hinges cracked all the time. So what happened? Who came out with a phone that was pretty much unbreakable? Anybody remember?
Motorola Razr.
Nokia.
Not Nokia. Better one than that.
Motorola.
No, Nokia might have, but there was a better one and a more original. It was yellow. It was navy yellow.
Nextel. We were talking about this.
No, they were talking about the walkie-talkies. Nextel came out with a phone. It was completely yellow. It was made, it had this case on it. You could throw it against the wall. This phone didn't break for anything.
Wasn't it waterproof?
It was unbelievable. And it's like Nalgene's. You can take a hammer and slam it into an Nalgene. It's not. What'd you break it on? How?
You
can drive over
rock
and it
climbing
breaks.
wall and you fill it with rocks and just keep throwing down the rock climbing wall and just keep doing that.
I mean, I'm sure there is a limit.
Yeah.
It's called the yield point of the material. It eventually will yield and it will cleave or break. So it will break. But I mean, we're talking about you need a lot of force to break it.
It's 2 hours.
The what?
Voyager.
The Voyager?
Yeah. That one.
I don't know which one it was. Go ahead.
It was like a touch screen and then like it opened and then a keyboard inside.
Okay.
Like 2 screens.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
Yeah, I could not break
It
the
had-
phone.
it also had
I
an
didn't
internet
I didn't
version.
want it anymore. I mean,
So you tried to break it and it wouldn't break.
I had it at the beginning of this year, and like I knew I was getting a new phone, so like I actually went like I threw it over like trees,
And it wouldn't
like,
break.
it fell on like concrete and nothing happened.
My brother did this. My younger brother, he did the same thing. He had. Do you remember? What phone was it?
Like
It was
just-
called.
The Razr also.
No, it flipped open and closed. It was Verizon, one of their best.
Oh,
Envy.
Envy.
The
Oh my
original
God.
Envy brick. It was called the V. He went out the street, slammed it into the ground after he got a new phone. It didn't break. He slammed it. He got a crazy strong arm right into the ground. Did not break. So interesting stuff.